meeting of the Monroe Township Zoning Board of Adjustment. Notice of this meeting was given as required by the Open Public Meetings Act, and a copy was posted on the second floor bulletin board in Town Hall and on the township's website. Please be advised, no new item of business will be started after 10:30 PM, and the meeting shall terminate no later than 11 PM. Please note, audio and video of this meeting is being recorded in accordance with Ordinance 56/2024. The meeting is being broadcasted live on the township's YouTube channel, and a link to view this meeting will be posted on the township's website for the public to view at their convenience. Everyone, please stand to salute the flag. Mr. Kozak.
I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call.
Mr. Carino?
Here.
Mr. Colavita?
Here.
Mr. Comiskey?
Here.
Mr. Deary?
Here.
Mr. Hefner?
Here.
Mr. Kozak?
Here.
Mr. McGann is excused. Mr. Mulvihill will be late. Mr. Rice?
Here.
Mr. Heberly is excused. Mr. Fury?
Here.
Ms. Pellegrini? Here. Mr. Warburton is excused.
Oaths.
Okay, Mr. Pellegrini, I swear you in. You swear or affirm to tell the truth and nothing but the truth this evening.
I do.
Thank you.
And resolutions.
Okay, resolutions for adoption. If the board so chooses, you can handle by consent agenda. The first resolution is number 16, 2026, and that's number 2544, Heather Catagallo. It's a use variance which was approved. The second resolution is number 17, 2026, and that's 26-01, Stacy Sadler, a rear yard variance approval. And the final one is number 18, 2026, and that's number 26-02, Brian and Teresa Weidman for lot coverage variance approval.
Members, your pleasure in regards to resolutions 16, 17, and 18.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Applications. First on the agenda is application 2604, Charmaine Thomas, side yard variance. Please step up to the podium. Can this application be deemed complete?
Yes.
Is there a motion to deem the application complete?
So moved. Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Mr. Fury?
Okay. Ms. Thomas, if you could just raise your right hand. Can you swear or affirm to tell the truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay, and your full name and your legal address.
Charmaine Sereno Thomas, 316 Comfort Road, Williamstown, New Jersey, 08094.
Thank you. The subject matter property is located at 316 Comfort Road. It's R2 zoning district. The applicant seeking a side yard variance to allow 2 feet where 3 feet is required to construct a 220 square foot deck, along with any other variances or waivers that are deemed necessary by the board.
Ms. Thomas, in your own words, can you explain to the board why you're here tonight while we review your application?
I'm just following the steps. I had the initial permit that was denied, and they told me I needed a variance. So I just followed the application. Pretty much the way the house was constructed, there's a sliding door on the second story, and it's impossible, sadly, to put it has to be at the 2 feet mark, because if you construct it in 3 feet, it's going to cut the glass sliding door in half. So it's just impossible to construct it. It's not safe.
Do any of your neighbors have decks?
They all have decks, and it's made at the 2 feet. So I'm not sure. I was told that Ryan's Homes in development, they got it approved for those in development for the decks, but I wasn't told that if we needed to place the deck after it was developed, that we would need to go through a variance. They didn't tell us that it's not within the setbacks, so I wasn't really sure.
Okay. Members of the board, do you have any questions for the applicant after you review the application? Seeing none, is there a motion to open to the public?
So moved. Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? The ayes have it. Is there anyone from the public wishing to speak on behalf of application 26-04? Seeing none, is a motion to close the public portion?
So moved. Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Mr. Fury.
Just to summarize the brief application, it's a side yard variance. as described by the applicant, it's somewhat de minimis. It's kind of a condition you were stuck with. It's apparently improvement to the area, similar to other structures in your area that have the same type of deck, and you just want to kind of keep it uniform.
Yes.
Okay, members, your pleasure in regards to application 2604.
Motion to approve, Kozak?
Second.
Roll call.
Mr. Kozak?
This is truly a hardship, because like she said, you don't want to put the deck halfway into the sliding glass door. So, yes.
Mr. Hefner?
It's the same issue everybody else has had in that development, so yes.
Mr. Carino? Mr. Geary?
Yes.
Mr. Rice?
Yes.
Mr. Colvita?
Yes, for the reasons stated.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Mr. Kaminsky?
Yes, for the reasons stated.
Okay, you are approved. We'll have your resolution prepared for the next meeting. It'll be memorialized, and we'll provide you with a copy as well as the zoning office so you can get your permit.
Great.
Yes, 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
But, okay, thank you so much.
Good luck.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Next on the agenda is application 26-06, Louis Lecchetto, rear yard variance. Please step up to the microphone. Did I say that correctly?
No, sir, it's Lichetto.
Oh,
Louis
see?
Lichetto. You're close,
I asked
though.
Amy.
deliberated
I asked
over
Amy,
that.
and I should have asked Fury.
Kaminsky never gets it.
No, if you're Italian names, I don't get them.
That's a tough one.
Can this application be deemed complete?
Yes.
Is there a motion to deem application complete?
So moved.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Mr. Fury.
Okay, Mr. Lucchetto, can you please just raise your right hand? Swear affirm to tell the truth, nothing but the truth.
Yes, sir.
Then your full address and your full name, please.
So it's Louis John Lichetto, 1765 Flanagan Avenue, Williamstown, New Jersey, 08094.
The applicant is requesting a side yard variance to allow 2 feet where 3 feet is required to construct a 220 square foot deck. I'm sorry, wrong application. Repeating that. It's a rear yard variance to allow 5 feet where 25 feet is required to construct an 1,152 square foot pole barn, along with any other variances or waivers deemed necessary by the board. Subject matter property is 1765 Flanagan Avenue.
Mr. Lichetto, in your own words, can you explain to the board why you're here tonight?
Yes, sir. So just like he had stated, I'm looking to get a variance in regards to the 5 feet is what I need in relation to what's required is the 25 feet. It is a 32 by 36 pole barn that I'm building in the back right corner of the property. It's 1,152 square feet. The pole barn will match the color of the house. Just in regards to the pole barn, just so you guys can picture it, it's going to have a 7 to 12 pitch, which is pitch similar to the house pitch on my house itself. It will have brown carriage-style doors, 1 foot overhang on the eaves and the gables, and then also, too, it will have a set of stone on the front of it. So it's going to be not a typical pole barn, but a custom pole barn. The pole barn will be used to store vehicles. So my passion's cars. This is one thing that I grew up was working on cars, and right now that the garage that I have is just not big enough to store the vehicles that I collect and then also the vehicles that I work on. So that's the reason why I'm requesting this. I did go to all my neighbors within that 200 square feet. I spoke to them in regards to this and then had them sign that property notice of property owner's letter that they received it. And I spoke with them, explained to them what I was doing. Nobody had an issue with it. And then also, too, behind my property is a farm field. I know the person who owns that property, he did not have any issues with that being 5 feet, the building being 5 feet close to his property. And then as well, I had a lot grading waiver plan sent over. I explained to the guy who looks at the lot grading waivers what my plan was, and that was approved as well. So that's all I have in regards to it.
So is there a reason why you can't move it to 25 feet?
Yes, because with that, it puts it right in the center property, and then right next to that is where my pool is. So I'm trying to put it back in the corner, and then at the same time, I just feel like with that being there, the neighbors, which I spoke to, we have a good relationship with our neighbors, which where it will be at on the right-hand side and the kids play. And then I feel like it's going to create like a little bit, not division, but they'll see that there and it's just.
Just moving it further into
it-
their
it
view.
just- It would look better in the back and then the kids can play and interact where the fence line is.
What do you don't plan to use this for any type of business?
No.
This mechanic work you're doing is not for like, for hire or anything like
No,
that?
no, it's just a hobby of mine.
Okay. No plumbing or anything in?
No plumbing. We'll have electrical, but no plumbing. That's it.
No problems with any type of flooding or anything?
No,
with
yeah, that's why
neighbors?
we had the lock rating, and I sent them the previous lock rating from the pool when the pool was done and explained to them what I was doing with the plan for this. So there's no issue there.
Members of the board have any questions for the applicant?
Just through the chair, are you planning to put any kind of driveway or anything to get back there?
So the plan is not, so I don't want to put a driveway back there because appearance-wise, like a concrete driveway won't look good. The goal is to kind of maybe put stone down and then frame it with 4x4 leading back there. So that wouldn't, if you're looking at drainage-wise, that's not going to be an issue either.
Yeah, I was just talking, I guess the question was asked because there's a
I don't want it to get
percent,
jammed
here's
up.
you have to come back, and you may want to
Then you have to come back.
reconsider this.
Oh,
Is
gotcha.
that the lot coverage?
Okay.
You're only,
Oh,
what's 20% lot coverage is in this area?
I
20%.
I did, so I talked to Tara in regards to
Okay.
that, and then we went over the whole entire issue in regards to lot coverage, and this is well within,
Okay.
yeah, within the.
Because a lot of times
coverage.
people will leave excited they got their approval and then
Yes.
realize I have to go back and you have to come see us again, so.
Yep, yeah, we talked it through and we figured all that out when I was over there
You
initially.
talked it out as far as, you told her you're going to put a driveway?
Yeah, we talked about the building itself, and then we went over the amount of extra coverage that I could utilize.
And how much was it?
I don't have it.
The only,
No, I
I'm not trying
understand.
to, I'm not trying to hurt you.
He might be 40 there.
Yeah, I'm trying to help you.
there.
Yes,
Because
yep,
if you put the stone down and something comes up later,
yep,
and you're gonna exceed your lot coverage,
Yes.
when you could have dealt with it
Finished
right
it here.
today.
Gotcha.
We would address it, not that you would have got it, but
Yep.
that we would address it.
gotcha.
That's what I'm
understood.
trying to do.
No, I totally
To hurt you,
understand,
then you say, well, now I gotta pay this money.
to come
2
back.
years from now, when you wanna do something else,
Got you,
and that stone becomes an issue.
yep, gotcha.
So that's the only thing
No, I understand.
your septic's in the front?
Yeah, septic's in the front.
R3 is 40%. But we don't know where he's at now to know what he's going to be.
If we told you that, this might ring a bell, that you could have up to 40% lot coverage, do you remember what she said where you're at?
I don't have it. Like I said, we sat down, we went through everything together in regards to it.
Handle this.
And then he'd have to come
You're
back.
gonna have to come
You're gonna-
back.
Then
That-
if there's a problem, that you continued with this, and
Yes.
you have to come back.
Yeah, that's fine.
So you don't not blame, but be discouraged by the board, say, wow, why didn't we address it right then?
No, I
So
understand.
if you're gonna be over 40%,
Yep,
then you'll have an issue with,
You might not have a driveway.
gotcha. No, I do understand.
either
Like
one
I
or the
said,
other,
we
no
talked.
driveway,
Or narrower.
no stone driveway.
Yep,
You could drive over dirt.
Yeah.
I'm just
no, I totally understand.
giving you the heads
Yes.
up.
Okay.
But you know what you talked to when you talked to Tara, so.
Yep.
If you were upfront with her about the driveway and what you were planning to do, the size and the distance, and she said you're under that 40%, then you're good to go. If she said you were over, then you're gonna have a problem.
Down the road. But that's if I put the driveway in.
That's if you put the
Correct.
driveway in.
Yeah, so at this point, it's just going to be
The building.
a stone. Yeah.
Just the pole barn by itself.
Yes.
Nothing pertaining to any type
Yeah.
of driveway.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And it's on the record that it's not gonna be for any type of business, it's just self-storage, right?
Yes, sir. That's what we just
Right,
mentioned.
as he said.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
Any more questions for the applicant, for members of the board? Seeing none, is a motion to open to the public?
So moved. Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Is there anyone from the public wishing to speak on behalf of application 26-06? Seeing none, is a motion to close the public portion.
So moved.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Mr. Fury?
Okay, just to summarize the application briefly, Louis Luchetto seeking a rear yard variance. Subject matter property, 1765 Flanagan Avenue. He's requesting a variance for 5 feet where 25 feet is required to construct the 1,152 square foot pole barn. He described the pole, gave a description of the pole barn, indicated it's not the typical type pole barn. It has a 7/12 pitch and it has a overhang, which generally pole barns do not have. Described it as having carriage style doors. There's not going to be any plumbing in there. There's going to be electricity, obviously, and he's indicated it's not going to be used for any business, and he's only going to utilize it for his hobby of fixing cars.
Members, your pleasure in regards to application 26-06.
Motion approved.
Roll call.
Mr. Colvita?
I think it makes sense moving it back further away from, other residents, getting the noise away from it. And he said he spoke to the property, or the property behind him is a farm field, so yes.
Mr. Carino?
Yes, that's stated by Mr. Collins.
Mr. Deary?
Yes, as stated.
Mr. Hefner?
The problem I have with it is that you do have space for this building. It's really not a hardship issue. So that being said, I'm going to say no.
Mr. Kozak?
Yes, for the reasons stated by Mr. Colvita.
Mr. Rice?
Yes, as stated.
Mr. Comiskey?
Yes, for the reasons stated, and there's no public objection, so yes.
Okay, you're approved. We'll have your resolution memorialized for the next meeting. We'll provide you with a copy as well as zoning, so you can get your permit.
Thank you. Thanks, guys.
Good luck.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Next on the agenda is application 563 site plan and 25-39 Dioria and Sons Heating and Air preliminary major site plan and use variance. Can this application be deemed complete, ma'am?
As a use variance, it's only a use variance. He is, we didn't amend it because he's going to, it was last
Good
minute.
evening. Just to clarify, based on the engineer's review letter, we inquired with Ms. Gallagher whether we can just come before the board on the two use variances that we're seeking tonight, and just have a bifurcated application.
This is use variance?
It was just last minute, so I did not amend the agenda. I just told them they could make an announcement at the hearing.
So,
Yes, as such, as use variances, it could be.
thank you.
And if you approve the use variance, a condition of the use variance will be preliminary and site plan approval.
Okay. Is there a motion to deem the application complete
For the use variance.
for the use variance only?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it.
Okay, the applicant is seeking a D1 variance to allow for two principals.
Should we say that when they come back for site plan, there will be renoticing?
Yes,
We don't
when you
have a
come
date.
back for site plan, you'll have to renotice everyone.
Oh, absolutely,
Okay.
completely understood.
Very good. It's seeking to allow a variance to allow for two principal uses on a lot where one principal use is permitted. Subject matter property is 2715 Fry's Mill Road. I don't have to swear him in, he's attorney, we're not allowed to swear.
Well, you're looking at me.
No, I'm just turning.
Okay.
All right, good evening, everybody. My name is Scott Good. I'm an attorney with the law firm of Cooper Levinson. I'm here to present the application of Dioria and Son Heating and Air Conditioning for the two use variances that were mentioned. This is with respect to 2715 Fry's Mill Road. It's block 14801, lot 18 on the tax map. As you indicated, my client is seeking two use variances, one for two principal uses, and the second one is a true use variance because the property is located in the residential age-restricted zoning district. The purpose of this application is my client would like to move his business onto the property. He has a heating and air conditioning business, as we mentioned. So in conjunction with that, and as you would see in our proposed site plans that will now be coming later, We're looking to remove some old buildings from the property and construct a new pole barn, which would be approximately 6,000 total square feet, which would be two-story on the interior. We'd also be seeking whatever variances and waivers and exceptions this board would deem appropriate. I have two witnesses tonight, Mr. Paul Dioria from Dioria & Son, and Mr. Kyle Denny, who is a professional engineer and a professional land surveyor, to testify. Would you like to swear them both in at the same time?
Swear
or-
both in at the same time. Gentlemen, both to state your names and addresses for the record.
Paul Daria, 1034 Standish Drive, Turnersville, New Jersey, 08012.
Kyle Denny, P.O. Box 120, Franklinville, New Jersey, 08322.
Okay, both raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth and nothing but the truth this evening?
I do.
Let's move ahead and, if you don't mind answering a couple questions for the board first. Can you advise the board of what your position is with your son?
I own the company,
All right. Are there any other owners or just you?
just me.
Now, the properties are owned by LAD Properties LLC. What's your relationship to them?
I own that company as well.
On the property now, there's a residential building. Does anybody live in that property?
My parents,
Parents, how long did they live there?
a couple of years.
So that's the reason why you're looking to have two principal uses.
Yeah.
Can you talk to the board about the proposed development and what you're actually seeking to do and why?
I have 4 people that work in an office. It would mainly just be for storage. So 2,000 square foot of the building would be office space. The other 4,000 square foot would just be storage for materials. My guys take their trucks home at night. I keep like 3-4 trucks I would keep 3-4 trucks on the property. There's no manufacturing or any type of work like that going on there. I'm a residential and commercial HVAC and plumbing company, so all our work is done on the job site, nothing in-house.
So what hours of operation would you be using at the property?
Like 8 to 5.
Would you be adding any employees?
I never know what way the business is going to go, but as far as office staff goes, that would be there every day. I have 4 people and myself. I would be in and out because I go out and I do estimates and check on jobs, but that's about it.
So in terms of coming on and off the property, what is your expectation?
Well, guys in the morning will come in to get material. I just have regular cargo vans and utility trucks, nothing big.
So do they come in the morning?
They will come in the morning, not all of them, but some of them, if they needed material that I had there for that day.
So it wouldn't be in and out?
No.
So they just, what about customer traffic?
No customer traffic. I would get deliveries and they come in box trucks. Yeah.
How often do they come?
Maybe a few times a week.
How many, one time a day, one time a day?
Not even.
Why are you proposing to do this at this property? What makes this property?
I have over 5 acres and there's commercial all around me. Across the street's a golf course. The guy next to me is commercial. Behind me's a farm. And I'm friendly with the guy directly next to me who built a really nice home and he wasn't opposed to it. I talked to him about everything. So,
Does the board have any questions for Mr. Daria?
Just the number of days. You said it's 8 to 5. Is that Monday through Friday?
Monday through Friday.
Through the chair?
Yes, sir.
Where's the business being run out of now?
I have a location in Blackwood, 26 Evergreen.
You own that?
Yeah, I rent it.
Oh, you rent that?
Mhm.
Okay. So you don't live in this, isn't owner occupied the house?
No, I own the property. My parents live there.
But they don't own the property,
No,
they don't own the
I
house,
own it.
you do?
Yes.
Okay. So in fact, it's a rental.
No, I don't take any money.
Well, it doesn't have anything to do with money, that it's not being owner occupied.
No, okay, yeah, then you could say it's a
Right.
rental, yeah.
So you're not good. How many office staff you said?
I have 4.
So 4 people will be coming there every day? or
Yes.
During the work time? And what's the office going to be upstairs?
Yes.
Is that the plan? And is there going to be any outside storage,
No.
equipment?
I have a excavator, a skid steer, and a tractor, a couple trailers.
Question about the employees. You said 4 office staff, but you said you also have people that do more of the physical labor that will be coming in and out?
Yeah, so there'll probably be, on top of the office staff, maybe 4 or 5 other trucks that will come in, load up, and then leave. Yes, they take their trucks home.
They're not, so they're picking up materials.
They pick up material, yeah. No.
And all the material that your employees pick up in the morning to go do their job is all delivered throughout the week in box trucks?
Yeah, but once I have this building, I'd be able to set it up to where, you know, I wouldn't need many deliveries, because I would just have it stored. I would have my, you know, material that I needed for the next week delivered the week prior. So this way I can set the jobs up. The guys come in the morning, grab their stuff, and they go off.
I just wanted to just clarify something, and Mr. Gentleman asked a question about the equipment. The board can put as a condition of your approval that all the equipment and everything needs to be inside the building.
Trailers and,
No, I'm just saying, what's the pleasure of the board? I'm just bringing that up.
yeah.
So,
Well, not the trailers, obviously, if it's a trailer that's registered, and what kind of trailer you're talking about?
I have an
To-
equipment
to load the
trailer.
Equipment on?
Yeah, I have an equipment trailer, I have a dump trailer, I have an enclosed trailer, and a utility trailer.
Okay. And how about when you do heating and air conditioning,
Yeah.
correct? So when you take my old heater, where are you going to take it?
To the scrapyard.
Directly? You're not going to bring it to the shop?
Ideally, I would like to bring it to the shop, break it down, and then take it to the scrapyard.
Yes. You won't be storing it outside.
No, I can do that inside.
You know, because it's junk, so normally you would leave it outside, not drag it inside.
I can do it inside.
Through the chair.
Yes, sir.
You had stated the property next door is commercial.
Yeah.
Is there a business being run out of that property?
I think so.
I mean,
I
it
don't-
might be so-
I can't speak for him. I mean, he's got big excavators and he does like sewers or something. I don't.
This lot is directly across, it's directly across the street from the Alpha Scotland Run,
Yeah, I know where the property is at.
the solar farm area, but the immediately adjacent lot is a commercial zone district.
He was, you were before the board, I think, before when you were building the new house.
The fence.
You were going to build the new house there. You built the new house.
No,
correct?
that's the neighbor built the house.
Oh, that's not you?
No, that's John.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, John built the
Okay.
house.
Oh, the fence, that's right.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah.
From the road, you wanted a 6-foot fence
Yeah.
from the road.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, I recall that now, yeah. A rancher?
Yes.
Yes.
Question, Mr. Chair?
Good.
How much square footage of buildings are you removing from the property?
Kyle would know better. I don't really know off the top of my head. There's a couple big dilapidated buildings there.
Is the new building going in place of that?
No, in a different area. Well, right near one of the old buildings.
So there's an existing
Yeah, there's an existing garage there now. But then there was 2 other dilapidated buildings.
There were 2
M-
buildings.
My under,
One was 250 feet long and extended back into the woods, kind of where we were positioning the stormwater basin. And the other one that would remain, piece of what was still there and what was dilapidated would be removed is 107 and a half feet.
So that'll be all cleaned up, taking all that old stuff down and putting the new building in sort of in its place.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, the new building is proposed right in this area here.
Gotcha.
And while you're there, I'm sorry.
Okay, thank you.
While you're there, can you estimate how far those commercial structures or, you know, the commercial part of this property, can you estimate about how far that is off of the roadway? I don't know if you have something on the drawing there.
The house is 94, it's about double.
I believe it's 300 feet.
It's over probably 150 feet plus. This building's at the back. It might actually be on the site plan, I can flip back to it.
Well, we don't want to get involved with that. We just want to stick to this while we're here. No, nothing site plan. That was just for a reference for a question.
Okay. Through the chair.
Go ahead, Bob.
Are you currently using that property now for business?
Oh, yeah.
Through the chair, Pam, they're saying commercial. It's not zone commercial there, is it?
No.
No.
No, it's residential, right?
Next to him.
No,
Property just to the south of us.
no. I said this property is not zone commercial.
No,
Is that correct?
no, my
Pam?
property.
All right, stop.
Thank you.
It is zoned RA.
No, I saw it there, but that was, word was bantered around a little bit, and just to clarify, this property is not zone commercial.
That's correct.
Correct, okay. Thank you.
Okay, any more questions before we get to Pam's report? Okay, well,
Testimony.
you want to do?
Yeah.
Well, okay. Okay,
Is that okay?
that's fine.
Would you like to have me qualified? I did testify in front of the planning board here.
Well, probably this, for the benefit of this board, I think you should for the record.
Okay. So I went to Rowan University, graduated with a bachelor's in 2009, master's in 2011. I'm a licensed engineer and a licensed surveyor in the state of New Jersey. I previously worked for Guzzi Engineering, who represented municipalities and school boards. I actually sat on that side of the table and performed tasks, which Pam did. And I've since split out on my own. I've testified in front of Franklin Zoning Board, the Monroe Township Planning Board, and Lower Alloways Creek Planning Board, and a number of other boards throughout New Jersey.
I don't know if you want anything else. Is that satisfactory?
No, that's satisfactory.
Okay, thank you. So we have indicated that it's a 5.23 acre site. It's somewhat more narrow and long and extends into the back. The portions where those existing buildings are, all the way to the rear, that is kind of have a break line in it, so the property actually extends off the paper, but to use one piece of paper, I cut it, so it's actually a lot longer than what it appears. It's all wooded to the rear. So there were two previously large masonry structures, as I indicated. I don't know anybody that would have a 250-foot-long building for residential use. So there was two buildings there that were over 100 feet long. So looking at previous operation of that property, I'm not sure how the commercial zoning line was struck right at the south of that property, but those buildings would indicate that was previously used as commercial, which kind of cites it properly for what Mr. Dario is proposing. So as indicated, property to the north is residential, which had, there was a caveat in your ordinance that allows that to be a single-family home, even though it's in age-restricted. To the south, it's zoned commercial. Across the street, we have the Scotland Run Golf Course, which has two solar farms, a golf course, a restaurant, and a catering hall, which are all kind of separate uses. As far as noise and disturbance goes, Mr. Daria had indicated kind of what's going to be generated, just, almost passenger vehicles coming out, cargo vans, nothing, no large trucks. It's going to be substantially less than what is generated from Fry's Mill Road. I mean, that road from 3 to 5 o'clock, you can't even hear yourself when you're outside because there's so much traffic going up and down it. We are providing adequate buffering to the north. I believe it's over 25 feet with large evergreens. To the south, since it's a commercial district, I believe that buffer was 10 feet, and we are, based on your board professionals' comments, we are going to put some plantings there to provide some additional screenings. And granting of the variance would promote items in the municipal land use law of items A, C, E, G, and M. A being appropriate use and development of sites. As I indicated, it was previously developed. Large commercial buildings on the rear of it. It's already a noisy area. We're not clearing a vacant lot, so if you were to buy a vacant piece of property, we would have to go cut down trees somewhere else in the township, and we're not taking any farmlands. C is light air and open space. Again, it's previously developed site and adequate buffers. E, the appropriate densities and preservation of the environment. Again, previously developed site. We're not going and clearing any new sites. We have sufficient space, adequate buffers. That would be item G. And item M, coordination of various procedures to lessen cost of development and more efficient use of land Again, there's an existing garage that could be utilized, and then the additional pole barn, so we're saving some costs by using that building. And if the variances were granted, there would be no substantial detriment to the public good and will not substantially impair the intent and purpose of the zone planning ordinance. As indicated across the street, we have a site that has numerous uses. Although that they're connected, they're still separate uses. We have adjacent commercial zone to the south, and there have been several similar applications presented in front of this board in the recent years that permitted 2 uses on sites and a use variance for a residential structure in a non-residential zone.
Members of the board have any questions for the professional?
Just maybe, if you could kind of help us out for the record. 2 variances, there's a D1 and a D3, correct? Okay, if you could just kind of break down, gave a great presentation, just break down, are they both applicable to both variances, or they're kind of intermixed?
Yeah, it's all kind of intermixed. Like I said, for the use, the pure use variance, we have previous commercial buildings on this site. And as far as multiple uses, we're kind of fitting in with the area and the intent of the zoning plan. There are previous examples, and that precedent has been previously set.
No other questions? Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, we're going to go to our professional. All right, Pam.
I just would like to point out to the board that Mr. Benny is not a professional planner. He's a professional engineer and plan surveyor. Just for
And would I be able to note that the state of New Jersey allows engineers to provide the planning, but planners cannot do engineering work? So that is stated in the state laws. Because on our professional test that we have to take, planning is included on our test. There's a lot more requirements for an engineer versus what a planner has to go through.
But just for the record, you're not a professional planner,
Yeah.
correct? Okay,
It was just
that's
for
all.
the
She's just
record.
noting that for the record.
Just noting for the record.
All right.
As was stated, there are 2 use variances that are being requested here. The dual uses, 2 principal uses on the site, and another use variance being for the commercial business. As far as the business operations, the applicant had provided testimony regarding the overall operation of the proposed use of facilities, including but not limited to hours of operation, number of employees, parking, perhaps we can have some testimony on noise and other impacts. The applicant has submitted a business summary ahead of this hearing, and it is provided in the packet. There are positive and negative criteria that the board should rely on for their decision. Special reasons for the granting of the use variance for the proposed use carries out one or more of the proposed purposes of zoning, and more specifically, that the application will contribute to the promotion of general welfare is the focus of the positive criteria. The applicant must also demonstrate that the site is particularly suited for the use. In addition, the applicant must demonstrate that the proposed use does not cause substantial impairment to the intent and purpose of the master plan and zoning ordinance. This would be the negative criteria. There's been testimony on the record that the property to the south is zoned commercial, but I have it shown on the plan as residential. We had that clarified by the applicant. If there's any commercial use on that property currently.
What I was basing it off of was the municipality zoning plan.
Yes. But I'm asking if that is a residence or is there actually business there currently?
As Mr. Dario had stated, there's dump trucks and excavators. There is a
I
residence.
just wanted to make sure that it was that property. I wasn't sure.
There may be a business there, it may not be an approved business.
Right.
That's the, again, you're just describing it as being commercial, that's all. You don't know whether it's approved or not approved.
Right, I mean, that's more of towards the nature of the neighborhood and any disturbance. I mean, commercial's not gonna disturb the commercial. I mean, a dump truck excavators and that kind of stuff makes a lot more noise than what Mr. Diarra is gonna make. What is,
Okay. There is a residence to the north, correct?
correct.
Okay. So the applicant on their plan that came in with the use variance application, they are proposing buffering to those two properties, or they agreed to provide buffering to those two properties. I had a question regarding the parking. Parking has about 13 spaces, so if we go by their testimony of the business operation, it would basically manage the five vehicles that come in to get supplies and the 3 or 5 employees that would work in the office. They also mentioned in the business operation plan that overnight approximately 3 to 5 work vans would be stored. Additional testimony on this should be provided, as it may require additional parking when they come in for site plan approval. You have some testimony on the parking? The 3 to 5 work vans to be stored.
I think on the plan we had, there's 13 proposed parking spaces. There will be four employees working there during the day, I believe Mr. Barry testified to, and then 3, what you said, 3 work vans might be stored there overnight.
Would you agree to a number as a condition? So that
We'll agree to
maybe the board can agree with a number as to.
Well, I don't want to start the problem
Okay,
for
that's
enforcement.
fine.
You know what I mean? Who's going to go there and count the vehicles at night?
My question would be, is that part of the site plan, or is there a variance associated with it?
It could be a condition of the use variance, because it's not permitted for commercial use, so you can put conditions on it.
Understood.
You could limit it to two vehicles. I'm just trying to, again, if the board doesn't want to do it, that's fine. I'm just kind of throwing that
That
out
was
there.
my opinion.
No, I don't want it to be, again, potentially, if you don't have any limitations and it's approved, it could become a parking lot.
There are bays in the garage too. I mean, the garage is 40 feet wide. Essentially, if they're working in there during the night, they could stack up 2 vehicles in the bay. That's a possible solution also.
They'll still have to address the parking at site plan also,
Yes.
so whatever the board
Okay,
wants.
that's fine.
But also, you brought up the issue with conditions. I know, and there was a question raised regarding whether the property is a rental property or not, but Mr. Daria does not have any intention of leasing that property out to the public. That's only going to be his parents residing there. So we're happy to put a condition on that as well, if that is a concern.
I only brought up the parking of vehicles on site overnight that had been eliminated, hadn't been mentioned in their testimony. Parking is typically handled at site plan, although it could become an issue with use variance if the board sees that, parking could be an issue. Like the attorney said, you could condition on the use variance. As far as bulk requirements, under, being it's a use variance, and in the RA district, there are no bulk standards for commercial uses within the RA. One of the issues that I'd like to bring up, information should be provided as to the height of the proposed building, to make sure it doesn't exceed the height of the underlying zone, which is 35 feet. The architecturals that were submitted is not provide a height. I know they said it's 2 stories.
So the proposed, it's more of a pole barn, which is, you can modify it however you need to modify it. We
report, it addresses, design, performance, and evaluation standards. This, just points that aren't really need to be addressed at this time, unless the board has a specific question they would like any answer on any of that. Positive, negative criteria, there was testimony, and it does follow the ACEDM components for use variance with positive and negative criteria.
Members of the board have any questions for Pam regarding her report?
Pam, let me ask you, and then maybe you can answer this again, because I think there's a little bit of confusion here. You said the property next door is being used as a commercial property, but I think you're saying that it is actually, the property next door is actually zoned commercial?
Yes, based on the municipal zoning, that the commercial zone is right along the property, southern property line. So.
Okay, yeah, because there was two conflicting statements being made there. So, it's being used as a commercial property and it is in a commercial zone.
Commercial, and it's, we don't know whether legally or illegally being used commercial.
Well, that's not the question. I think that there was a little bit of confusion whether that was still in the RA zone or the different residential zone, and you're clarifying that it is commercial and it stops right next to the property line.
And that zone line should be shown on the site plan when they come in.
Okay. Any more questions for Pam from any member?
Mr. Chairman, I have one question, I apologize. In the engineer's review letter of section 444, item 1, it mentions that there's no bulk standards for commercial uses in the RA zone. Are we applying the RA standards to our application, or are there no bulk standards? Because I've never run across that before, but I think
I think it would apply to commercial standards. It's going to be commercial standards.
But there are no commercial standards.
Well, there are standards within the district, and we would work with.
Okay. Understood.
No,
Thank you.
that's a good point, very good point.
Okay, nothing further from Pam. Do you have anything that you'd like to close with? Any further testimony or before we open to the public?
I think the board is fully aware of our application, and we just like you to hear from the public.
Okay. Is there a motion to open to the public?
So moved. Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Is there anyone from the public wishing to speak on behalf of use variance application 25-39? Please step up to the podium. Good evening.
Good evening.
Just state your name and address for the record.
Christopher J. Vidino, 2781 Fries Mill Road, Williamstown, New Jersey.
Just raise your right hand, please. You swear affirm to tell the truth and nothing but the truth.
I do.
There's Christopher Vito.
Vidino, V-A-D-I-N-O.
Good, sir.
All right, so I have a prepared statement, if that's okay to read. Okay. So I want to begin by saying that my comments are not directed against the applicant personally or their business. I understand they operate a local HVAC company, and I respect that. My concern is whether the scale and the nature of the proposed project are appropriate for a property located within the RA, Residential Age Restricted Zoning District, and whether the application satisfies the standards required for a use variance under the New Jersey Municipal Land Law. The proposal involves constructing a 6,000 square foot pole barn with storage and office space for a heating and air conditioning business. The property, however, is located in the RA district and already contains a residence, which suggests that it is capable of functioning as a residential property consistent with the zoning ordinance. The location of the zoning boundary is also notable. The zoning map shows that the commercial district ends before this property. When the township adopted its zoning map, it had the opportunity to include this parcel in the commercial district, but chose not to. Another concern is the scale of the proposed building. The ordinance allows pole barns of approximately 2,500 square feet on parcels over 3 acres, yet the proposed building is 6,000 square feet, nearly 2.5 times the size permitted by the ordinance. When combined with the existing 1,400 square foot building shown on the site plan, the property would contain roughly 7,400 square feet of buildings associated with the proposed business use. The residence appears to have a footprint of approximately 2,200 square feet, meaning that at this scale, the buildings associated with the proposed business would become the dominant use of the property rather than the residence. In regard to the current site plan that they were showing earlier, it appears to reference the demolition of certain structures as though they presently exist. However, recent aerial imagery appears to suggest those structures are no longer present. In addition, I have with me historical imagery from 2002 that appears to show the areas referenced as prior structures were already reduced to partial walls, ruins, or remnants before the RA zoning district was created. If the applicant is claiming these features constitute active buildings capable of supporting a continuation of a non-conforming use, the 2002 imagery appears to indicate that if in fact they were buildings in the past, they were not intact structures with a roof and enclosed walls at the time the zoning district was established. The township's ordinance governing non-conforming uses and structures generally requires that a structure supporting a non-conforming use must have been a lawful and active structure at the time the zoning district was established, which raises the question of whether any intact structure capable of supporting a lawful, non-conforming use existed on the property at that time. And just as, as a finer point, you could look at, aerial imagery, historical aerial imagery, and you can see that if there were buildings there, they haven't been there for a long, long, long time. A contractor facility of this size generally involves multiple employees, service vehicles, equipment storage, parts inventory, and the dispatch of technicians throughout the day. The company's website also advertises 24-hour service, which may mean technicians returning to property in the evening hours to obtain tools or materials. By comparison, the township's ordinance governing home occupations illustrates how limited business activity is intended to be within residential areas, allowing no more than one employee working on the premises other than the resident of the dwelling. That standard reflects the scale of activity the township anticipated for residential properties, which appears to be very different from the scale associated with a 6,000-plus square foot contractor facility. The site plan also appears to show a shared driveway serving both the residents and the proposed pole barn. If that driveway is used by service vehicles, deliveries, and residential traffic, it may introduce a level of activity that is different from typical residential driveway use and could raise safety concerns for homeowners, visitors, family members, including children. And I know that the applicant says that his parents live in that property right now, but anything can change down the road. That could be a rental property for somebody else, and there could be safety concerns. In addition, HVAC contractors typically receive deliveries of equipment and materials frequently by large trucks or tractor trailers. Based on the site plan, the existing driveway does not appear designed for large truck turning movements. This raises the possibility that delivery vehicles may need to stop along Fry's Mill Road, where there is little to no shoulder, or maneuver in and out across 2 lanes of traffic. The board may also wish to consider precedent and consistency with prior decisions. In application number 20-24 for 2731 Fry's Mill Road, which is the adjacent property, the zoning board considered a similar proposal involving a 4,000 square foot garage and business-related use in the same RA zoning district. The application was ultimately denied, and the board later adopted resolution number 41-2020, citing concerns about dual uses on the property and compatibility with the residential zoning district. Approving this application could also create a domino effect or variance creep, where other nearby properties along Fry's Mill Road may seek similar approvals. In particular, the adjacent property at 2731 Fry's Mill Road, which previously applied for similar relief, could potentially reapply and rely on a favorable decision in this case. Finally, Introducing a large contractor facility into a residential district may affect the character of the surrounding area. Commercial activity, service vehicles, deliveries, and extended hours of operation can influence how residential properties are experienced and perceived. In residential neighborhoods, buyer perception and neighborhood character can play an important role in the marketability of homes. And the introduction of a commercial-scale activity may raise concerns for homeowners about potential impacts on property values. For these reasons, including the scale of the proposed building, the commercial nature of the operation, the potential traffic and delivery activity, and the precedent of similar application previously denied nearby, I believe there are legitimate questions as to whether the applicant has demonstrated special reasons that would justify locating this type of commercial use in a residential zoning district, and whether doing so would be consistent with the township zoning plan and the surrounding residential character. Thank you.
Thank you.
Just a through the chair. The applicant said he's already using the site, as I thought. That said he's already using it for his business?
Yes.
If I'm wrong, right?
He does.
Okay. Have you noticed anything now there
Yeah.
that you say negative?
Sure.
Since he's, well, that's why I'm asking you.
Yeah, I mean, if you just drive by the property, you're going to see piled up junk. It's a commercial business. There's trucks there. There's materials and I guess equipment that they scrap just piled up, like a mountain. I've noticed that. I mean,
How about activity?
again, I'm 3 properties
You'll
down.
you'll have your chance.
Wait.
Okay, just wait till he's done. That's okay.
How about the activity? Because you're saying activity in and out and all.
Well,
How far are you from this
I'm
location?
3 properties down.
Okay, so you
Okay.
don't see that as much?
I don't see it as
Okay,
much.
that's fair.
But I would say, what's going on there now at that property, I mean, he's running a commercial business out of that property now. Okay? But it's much smaller in scale than what they're proposing to do.
Right. And-
So as excuse me, I'm sorry.
go ahead.
But as the building gets bigger and, he increases the size, what's going on there, he increases the size of what's going on there, the activity's going to get larger too.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you. I have, would you want copies of anything that I have, aerial photos?
I'm sorry, I have two questions, just 2 questions.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I missed what address you were at.
2781 Frisbee Road, 3 properties west.
Okay, thank you. Have you made any complaints to the municipality about Mr. Dario's property at all?
No, I have not.
So this is the first time that you've ever had, that you've decided to come and make some sort of complaints?
I'm not complaining, I'm not saying I'm complaining about what's going on there now. I'm complaining about what you are proposing to do. Okay, he was under the radar.
Okay, everyone,
Right, he was
everyone.
under the radar, but now, now you're bringing to light.
Would you have, this is the first time?
But there are other people here that live closer that might be able to speak,
The answer was no, right? Okay.
I'm sorry.
Good enough.
All right, sorry.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Anyone else from the public wishing to speak? Go ahead, sir. He's just gonna,
Good evening.
State your name and address for the record.
Peter Celeste, 2749 Fries Mill Road.
Okay, you swear affirm to tell the truth and nothing but the truth.
I do.
Thank you.
Good evening.
good evening.
I have a prepared statement also.
Okay.
My name is Peter Celeste. My wife Christina and I live within 200 feet of the applicant's property. I'm 2 properties over,
Your address?
2749 Fries Mill.
Thank you.
I'm here tonight on behalf of both of us, me and my wife, and also our neighbors, Randy and Mary Jane Juzowick, whose property is directly adjoins the applicant's property, right behind theirs. The notice states that the applicant is applying for a D-use variance to permit 2 principal uses on 1 lot, continued residential use and a commercial HVAC business that would operate out of a new 6,000 square foot 2-story building with 4,000 square feet on the first floor and 2,000 square feet of office space on the second floor. Also with, I think it was proposed septic, they were proposing, I guess, to have some type of bathrooms or facilities in there. The RA residential age-restricted zoning district does not permit commercial business, offices, warehouses, commercial vehicle fleets, or multiple principal uses on a single lot. The applicant is seeking the board to allow a commercial enterprise that the zoning ordinance expressly prohibits. It is also important to note that the business is already operating today without approval. There are multiple commercial trucks entering and leaving daily, two roll-off dumpsters on site, visible equipment and materials, and regular employee traffic and activity. Over time, the property has come to look and sound and function like a commercial property. Even though it is legally zoned for residential use, what's being proposed is not an accessory building, but a large commercial facility supporting an expanding business. This activity is already impacting our neighborhood, and the proposed expansion would intensify those impacts. We face increased traffic noise, commercial presence, and wear on a roadway. There's also financial consequences, including the potential decrease in surrounding property values and making nearby homes less desirable for future buyers. A commercial operation in a residential district fundamentally changes how the neighborhood is perceived and used. Another concern is that once commercial use is formally approved, it can lead to signage, exterior lighting, larger parking areas, more trucks, more employees, and continued business expansion. These are normal characteristics of a commercial property, but they do not belong in the residential RA zone intended to protect quiet, low-intensity living. This application is effectively asking the board to legalize and expand a commercial business that is already operating outside zoning limits and to permanently shift the character of our neighborhood. I respectfully ask the board to consider the intent of the RA zone and the cumulative negative impact this use has on our community. Just want to add also that I don't think the applicant has shown any hardship that he needs this. He's been established, correct me if I'm wrong, at least 8 years. They've been living, bought that property 2 years ago. They already have a warehouse in a commercial business district, so I don't understand the hardship of why he would need to move his business here and expand it. Also, he does advertise 24/7 right on his website, and he has listed at least 12 employees working for him. And that's all I want to add, really.
Any questions for? No? Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Oh, I have pictures if I you.
Yeah, we'll take them.
Just if we can, how many pictures are there?
I have just two. The other one's really.
Why don't we just mark them public one, number one?
And these were taken from,
Just show them,
they were taken from my property line, so I can see
show the
it.
attorney the copies first.
Do you want me to take the other pictures or just those?
Just
Just
those.
those for now.
No, the second one's from my property. It's a 6-foot fence. We have
Do you have any
large,
pictures to the north of your property where there's a large garage and multiple large trailers? From your property line?
All right, listen,
Do you
you're looking
have
at the
a picture of
picture.
it?
If you're
Do you have
done
a
with the
picture of it?
picture, give me the picture.
do you have a picture of it? I
No,
didn't think so.
you guys.
I don't need all this.
Okay, what you need to do is this, just basically, what does that, you've described the commercial activity, what are those pictures going to show the board, just generally speaking?
So there's a large piles of scrap, it looks like scrap metal. I know they stated that they don't have any of that on their property currently, but obviously there is. There is a lot of traffic I've noticed in and out, coming in and out of there. Looks like employees park their vehicles there and then take a bit, like I say, a commercial vehicle with them to go on their, I guess, on their routes, whatever they're doing.
And these, through the chair, these are taken from your house,
The one from the fence is taken from my house.
from your house looking at their
Over.
property. And you're saying this is like
And
scrap?
you can see there's two dumpsters in there, two dumpsters on the property, along with this large pile of scrap, and then it looks like scrap on the outside of the fence,
So
too.
this one is
That was
from the
just, that was on
outside.
the front of the house.
From the front, and that's the scrap you're trying to say, there's a big pile there out front. Right. Thank you.
think you had identified it before, the area views of the site.
Yes.
We can mark them as public. Just show it to the attorney first.
If you have an extra copy, you can just give him the copy and give
If
him.
you have an extra copy, that'd be great. So we're going to call that public too. Just pass that up to the board, so they can take a look at that. Is this an extra copy, sir?
Yeah, you can keep this. This is,
Good, Mark.
While the members of the board review all these photos, is there anyone else from the public wishing to speak? Go ahead, ma'am. Just step up to the podium. You're going to get sworn in.
State your name and address. for the
Mary Jane Juswick, 2785 Frismore Road, Williamstown, 080.
Swear or affirm to tell the truth?
I swear. I swear. I prepared...
Hold on, ma'am.
We did not hear your name.
What?
Mary Jane Juswick,
Can you spell that for the record?
Juzwiak.
It's, you said 2785,
2785.
so you're,
I back up to his property. My property touches his property.
oh, you're next door.
Well, no. We're like on a,
Angle?
it's like an angle, and
Okay.
so, yes, we back up to his
You
property.
can stand if you want to speak too. And you-
I'm her husband.
You have to get sworn in also.
Because he knows I'm having a nervous breakdown.
Just state your name for the record.
Randall Joswick?
Okay, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
It's the same address, and just talk one at a time. Well, they're going to listen to you.
We will. We have
We won't
social
argue.
anxiety, no,
We
so.
talk over each other when we want.
First of all, I did make a statement, but these pictures, I wanted to go in depth a little more. In the 2 years they've been there, I think it was the engineer, I don't know what he's called, they have cleared the back already. The back's already all cleared. So it's cleared back there. There is a shed back there. So that is cleared. Our fear is if this was ever to be sold, what are they going to put there next? Our property, my front of my house looks right at that building, right at it. We moved here, I lived in Williamstown 58 years of my life. I had written Tara, and Rosemary was the Flaherty, or whatever her name is, was the person, and I wrote him saying, thank you, for all your help, because this is going to be, I don't like to say forever home, but it's going to be where I'm going to retire. These people's houses are worth millions of dollars. There's like $1 million houses, and we're putting this property, and the one they're talking about, the guy that they're talking about that lives next door to him, that said that he's okay with it. He's okay with it because he's the one that got denied for doing it. So then the domino effect, like Chris said, will happen. They'll get theirs, and then they're going to have us, these houses, we're going to lose our value. And he said he does not bring the stuff home. Well, right there is all the stuff home. I have more copies. This is what our yard has turned into in 2 years. We've lived here 58 years I lived here. And I'm up here shaking because I find it disheartening that we have to give up everything that we've worked. We're older. We've given up. This is it. This is the final dance for us. And have to have this happen is devastating. I don't know how you would feel about it, and I know it's about the zoning laws, but the zoning laws say no. So I'm just telling you from a woman's point of view, I haven't slept. I did not get my letter, by the way, the lawyer. I never got my letter.
You can speak to, just
Okay.
speak directly
I never
to
got
us.
my letter. Wednesday, when I got home, it was our accountant pointing, it was like 10 o'clock at night. I got something saying I had to sign. I contacted the post office for redelivery, and here I have proof that they were supposed to do it the next day. I still haven't gotten it. So we didn't get any regular mail, we didn't get it. If it wasn't for my neighbor sending me the letter, I wouldn't even know it. Okay, so that's that. And I don't understand why the applicant doesn't just move it to a commercial property. Why do we have to sacrifice all us people who worked all our lives for our property? Why do we have to sacrifice? Why can't they move it to a commercial property? The Blackwood address that he thinks he's talking about, that's rented out to a roofing company. That's not his company anymore. It was there supposedly, according to the website, but it's not now. It's on our, and when the lawyer's saying, why didn't you complain? Well, it's only been within these few years. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's all just happening and snowballing. And obviously, it's getting big because we wouldn't be here today. I do have, I don't know if you need it, I have that letter from the post office, and I have, and Chris has them too, the really nice ones. Mine, here is the survey, or whatever you call it, your plot, the zoning plan.
Okay,
She said she didn't receive it.
the legal requirement is that you're supposed to receive that 10 days in advance.
I didn't get it all.
And we're going, we're going, note, postmarked.
Postmarked 10 days.
Okay, but I didn't get it. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, but it has to be postmarked. So it could be the city postmarked and
Sender. That's the legal requirement on the book. That's not, it doesn't account for you having to have received it by then, just to clarify that.
So, okay, so in other words, you're saying they just have to send it, I don't have to get it?
That's
Wow, that's
the
pretty
law
messed
on the
up.
book.
Well, normally you would get it within that.
But don't they have to send a regular mail? You tell me. Don't it have to come regular mail as well? No. Okay, because everything I checked into said it did.
Does not have to be simultaneous mail,
No?
just certified.
I thought it had to be both. Okay. Well, I'm just telling you for the record, I didn't get it. So it was really hard to have to figure this all out, and it was very upsetting. The whole weekend was spent just like trying to figure this out, because like I said, we're older, and it's not like we can keep doing this, you know? We can't just keep moving. And we thought that the zoning, when we bought the property, we did our due diligence. We knew we were age restricted. We knew all that, and we, and this is coming from my heart. This is just the heart part. But according to what New Jersey laws are, they said that it's a D variance. I heard you say something else. We didn't, I
I
didn't.
said mistaken D3, but it is a D.
Oh, it is, okay,
I was
'cause
going
I
to
was
correct
like-
that during my summary, so.
Okay, so that's really basically it, just that, you know, what happens if they move and somebody keeps going with it. Like I said, I have this, but I'm just asking you guys to, I'm going to just be blunt, just to deny it. I mean, this is it for us, so we can't just keep moving. We're not young anymore. And we moved here thinking that the zoning laws or plans would protect us. So that's it for me. You got something?
Well, I just think that, to go back to our neighbor Chris, we're all kind of, I don't know, north, south, east, west, we're kind of a community to the right. Skip one lot. That's the family that wanted to do the same thing he's applied for. Besides them, we're that community to the right, the residential community. And as the applicant said, everybody around me, if you go back to the listening, everybody around me is all commercial. So we were kind of looked over in that statement. Well, we live right next door. He's correct, the gentleman, that the property to the left is commercially zoned. You know, I debated whether to bring this up or not, but it goes back to my neighbor Chris, who really was trying to answer that question. Why did you say anything before by the lawyer? We were all shocked that it was actually a residential RA lot, because when the applicant bought it, I met him, he was a very nice gentleman. We talked, we all thought it was commercial, so we didn't say anything. And, you know, it's only been a couple of years, and his business is growing well, and it went from just a small, you know, truck here, truck there, to over the last, I would say, just in a few months. So, as an owner, he knows what's happening, he needs to expand an operation, but he doesn't live there, so it doesn't matter, he can't control what the facility looks like. You know, we operate businesses too, I'm a small business owner. I know the rules, and it's just me, and my son might come in the morning or something like that, but it's within the bounds, and there's no footprint or commotion, and he's doing very well, and it's expanding. And you can see it, the dumpsters are overflowing. I was shocked at the business and the generation that he's doing, which is great. So we did take a picture a few lots down. There's in the commercial zone, it's a C zone, about 3 lots to the left. That is commercially zoned. That is available. The sales sign is, did you get that? Can we do that?
Your testimony, I don't think anybody's questioning it, just for the record.
Yeah.
There's available real estate, commercially zoned, literally 3 lots down. You can easily expand that to everyone. And you know, if this goes through, the rules change for what you no longer will act and look like a residence. And I think none of us really had an issue with a truck here and there, because it's allowed by the code H, whatever the home business code, it's exceeded that, so that's why we're here. And,
I just wanted to add one more thing. When he said the one neighbor, that's, if you look at the map, the one neighbor with the commercial, like here it is, the commercial's here. They're doing the work on Fry's Mill, what is that, Glassboro, the road, we're at that.
322.
We're down there. Well, first of all, Scotland Run is down the street from us. It's not directly across from us, okay? It's not. Second of all, they do not, those houses, there's like one house, I forget his name, on the corner where it used to be that fishing store or whatever. They have a business, but it's very cleaned up. They just live there. And you can drive, anyone who can drive down Fry's Mill Road. They are not, other than the construction for that light, they do not have businesses. If they do, nobody knows about it. They just have a house. So it's pretty much, if you wouldn't know, it's commercial. Let me just say that. So saying that there's trucks and dumpsters and all that stuff, and I didn't think that you were allowed to leave dumpsters on. If he was to clean this all up, this looks like a junkyard to me. And I'm sorry, again, you know, we invested everything we own to live here, and this is my property. This is what my front yard backs up to. So I just wanted to make you aware of that. That's it.
Okay, any questions? Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Anyone else from the public wishing to speak on behalf of this application? Seeing none, is a motion to close the public portion?
So moved.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it.
I'll be very brief. I just wanted to touch on a few of the comments that were made by the public. I think what the board heard was partially correct. If my client was one lot over, we'd be having a different discussion. It's the difference here, and what I heard may be different from you, but I didn't hear a basis to deny. I didn't hear a basis concerning the actual existence of a business there. They were concerned about one unsightly pile of scrap materials, but respectfully, we had a month and a half of endless winter, so my client's in the process of cleaning that up. But 3 houses down, we have a home, a residence, and a business, which they say that they're running off the property. The property next door to us in the commercial zone it appears that there's a business running there. So the house immediately adjacent to my client, they're not here concerned. So the 2 parties who have the most immediate concern right next to this property aren't here. They're not concerned about this application, and I would argue that's the reason that they're not here, because they don't think there's going to be a major effect. Obviously, we can talk about conditions, and Mr. Diarra is more than happy to address any of the concerns of the board, but we would respectfully ask that the board consider this application and grant the 2 variance requests. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
May I be able to add some stuff?
Well, no,
He gave his
he just closing.
Yeah, you don't.
Mr. Fury?
I'm going to attempt to summarize the nature of this application. This is probably, admittedly, I guess, one of the more kind of complicated, convoluted applications that we've heard, at least in the history of many of the board members of my tenure here. The applicant is applying for a variance to allow 2 uses on the property, a residence that apparently his parents utilized, and a commercial air conditioning and heating business. Second variance is for the use itself, that would be the business. It's indicated that through positive criteria, which the applicant is required to satisfy, he believes that this particular use outweighs the negative criteria. And you've heard testimony in support of the positive, you've heard testimony in support of the negative. It's indicated that the hours of operation are 8 to 5 Monday through Friday. You've heard testimony regarding that. They only utilizes cargo vans, utility trucks. It's going to be 4 office staff. It was unclear about how many employees there were going to be, how many parking spots were going to be. Indicated that box trucks and a few other trucks come in per week. It's not on a regular basis. He does in fact do some salvaging. Indicated that he's going to tear down the dilapidated buildings and move forward to improve the site. With respect to the public, it's kind of interesting because a lot of times people will come out and object to the use itself, and you've heard that. Just to kind of summarize, and I'm not going to go into all of what each individual said. You have 4 or 5 people that are concerned about, and the only way to characterize it, the testimony was about the intensity of the use. So just, again, your job is to consider the positive versus the negative criteria. There aren't very many conditions that are put on us. A lot of them are going to be dealt with through site plan. Okay, but that's just, tonight you're dealing with both the use variance and the variance to allow two principal uses on the property, that being the residence and that being the business being operated. Let's handle, I guess, one at a time. We'd handle the use variance first. So you would need, just by the nature of the practice, you would need a motion to approve the use variance. If you vote yes, you're approving the use variance. If you vote no, you're against the use variance. You would need 5 affirmative votes to approve the use variance.
But you still need a motion.
You need a motion to approve.
And we're going to do that in affirmative, just so
Yes.
don't get anyone confused.
It's not signaling that you're approving it, that's just the nature of the procedure. What's that? It's 2539, and that would be for the, that's the
Use
1D variance for the use variance.
Okay.
It's for the commercial use as described by the applicant in considering the testimony from everyone that's been here tonight, your professionals and our professionals.
Okay, members, your pleasure in regards to application 25-39 and D1 variance.
Make the motion to approve Kozak.
Is there a second?
Second.
Okay, roll call.
Mr. Kozak.
I feel the applicant has not proven the positive criteria, and it seems like it'll be a detriment to the area. No.
Mr. Hefner.
It's just an expansion of the commercial area, which is not existing right there, so the answer is no.
Mr. Carino.
No.
Mr. Deary.
I vote yes. I feel like it's going to improve the property and put a bigger, nicer facility there. It's an HVAC company. It needs a lot of room to operate, and I vote yes.
Mr. Rice.
No.
Mr. Colavito.
I have to go with most of the board here and vote no.
Mr. Kaminsky.
I concur with Mr. Kozak, no.
That use is denied.
Council, will you agree the second variance is moot? Because if you can't use it for commercial property, then the second variance is moot. So. Okay, very good.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, it would be a separate resolution, I guess, to deny it. It's very unusual.
The second one?
To not, because of the fact that the use variance for the first was denied, the second variance is not going to be considered by the board. Okay, so motion to not consider if we could just have a motion to not consider the.
Make a motion not to consider the second.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Roll call?
Roll call. It's a roll call. Roll call. That's okay.
Okay, Mr. Kozak.
When did that roll call?
No, there's no need for the second variance, because the first one didn't pass.
Right, Mr. Hefner.
As Dan stated.
Mr. Carino.
As Dan stated.
Mr. Deary.
What am I voting now?
This
Voting
is
not to consider the second.
Second one, because the
Okay,
first one
yes.
didn't pass. No, it's good that you ask. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yes.
Mr. Colavita.
Yes.
Mr. Kaminsky.
Yes.
I'd rather you do it before than after and say, what? Wait, what was that? Right, no.
So this is the part of the agenda. We're going to reorganization, appointments, and resolutions.
A little late, but we just got all the contracts reviewed, so now we can make the appointments.
All
So
right.
everything I said up till now is non-officials.
Yeah.
We already made that in
Yeah, yes.
No matter what, that's a
We're not
given.
getting out of that.
Thanks, that's a given. Okay.
That's why I read these. Do you want me to read these, Chuck? Or do you want me to read
No, if you want me to read them, I'll read them. The chairman's spoken enough this evening, so he asked me to speak, okay? There are 4 resolutions, if you want to consider them by way of consent agenda.
We have to make the nominations.
Oh, the nominations?
No.
You know, okay. Or one
No.
individual one, okay. I'll turn it over to the chairman.
Oh, okay. Resolutions 03-2026, the appointment of solicitor. Is there a motion?
Make a motion to reappoint Chuck Fiore as solicitor.
Is there a second?
Second.
Can we have the roll call?
Yeah, you do a roll call. Since I'm on the
Mr.
board.
Colavita?
Yes.
Mr. Carino?
Yes.
Mr. Deary?
Yes.
Mr. Hefner?
Yes.
Mr. Kozak?
Maybe.
Mr. Rice?
Yes.
Mr. Kaminsky?
Yes.
Thank you.
Resolution 05-2026, appointment of professional planner. Is there a motion?
Make a motion to appoint Colliers Engineering as our professional planner.
Is there a second?
Second.
Mr. Colavita?
Yes.
Mr. Hefner?
Yes.
Mr. Carino?
Yes.
Mr. Deary?
Yes.
Mr. Kozak?
Yes.
Mr. Rice?
Yes.
Mr. Kaminsky?
Yes. Resolution 06-2026, appointment of engineer. Is there a motion?
Make a motion to appoint Colliers Engineering as our engineer.
A second?
Second.
Mr. Colavita?
Yes.
Mr. Rice?
Yes.
Mr. Carino?
Yes.
Mr. Deary?
Yes.
Mr. Hefner?
Yes.
Mr. Kozak?
Yes.
Mr. Kaminsky?
Yes. Resolution 09-2026, appointment of conflict solicitor. Is there a motion?
Make a motion to appoint the law firm of Campbell and Rocco as our conflict solicitor.
Second.
Mr. Colavita?
Yes.
Mr. Hefner?
Yes.
Mr. Carino? Yes. Mr. Deary?
Yes.
Mr. Kozak?
Yes.
Mr. Rice?
Yes.
Mr. Kaminsky?
Yes.
Thank you.
Public portion. Is there a motion to open to the public?
Moved.
Second.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? The ayes have it. Is there anyone from the public wishing to speak on behalf of any application? Seeing none, is there a motion to close the public portion?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Approval of minutes. Is there a motion to approve the February 9th, 2026 minutes?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Reports. Any reports? Nothing?
No.
Adjourn? Motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn?